All right, good morning, traders. This is SageFT. This is the live trading desk. We are live. Let's go.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Okay, good morning.
Guy. Wink.
Find my stream deck here. Hold on.
No. Why won't you listen to me?
All right, my name is Revan Wood. I go by SageFT. This is the live trading desk. We are day trading the S&P 500 E-mini futures. The first thing that I want to point out before we get into the charts is we have non-farm payrolls. 8:30 a.m. We're going to try to be in and out of here as fast as possible because I am not convinced that my internet is fixed. I have a new router, but we will just try to get in and out of here as fast as possible. And then we have consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. All right, let's dive into the charts. First thing we're going to point out is we are the narrowest range of the last 7 trading days. Because we're the narrowest range of the last 7 trading days, we will be trading the 2-minute Keltner charts. All right, now what I want to point out is it's either or here. Okay, oops. On the daily chart, we're in all-time high territory. Okay, so it's either or. Either this is the reversal bar on extremely low volume. I don't have volume on this chart, but on extremely low volume. Or they're just going to blast right through the top of it. You know what's really weird? I can play Call of Duty perfectly fine. I'm going to try something. I'm going to close Replicanto. Tell me if it stops buffering. I just want to remind everyone, it won't be until next Thursday after the market closes until they get a tech out here. Ooh, 04 if anyone's in. 0550 be your first target. It's a perfect line break. No, it's not perfect. Okay. So what I want to see is we could start drawing boxes and things like that. But I want to remind everyone this is on really light volume. Non-farm payrolls are going to come in at 08:30 hours. Everything could change. But let's just kind of look at what we're up to or up against, right? So right around the 66s, okay, and then 98s. So 67 and 98. Now, if we were to move lower through there, where would it go? 35. Okay, now, delete. let me do that again. So now if I go the other direction, it would be 61.30, right? Now, I want to remind you, we have a target of 61.23 over here still. So do we? You know what I mean? Like, do we? I don't know. We don't know. Here's what would this be, like a mitigation block? Okay, or if it starts to move down, they would call it a breaker block, right? Because it would be the left inward shoulder. Okay, so we're watching this level here on the daily chart. Okay, and that level is 6047 to 60 to evens. Yeah, so I'm not gonna sit here and worry about if it's buffering or not, guys. Right? I can't control. It's out of my control, right? So there's no reason to keep, you know. I gotta turn that back on. They said that there is spikes in my line, whatever that means, and so that's what's making it do it. Hmm. Oh, oh, that's a bearish bar. Hold on one second. Let's turn my Replicano back on. $83.50 if you're short. It's already moving away from where I would have. Yeah, it's almost at the target already. So 84.75 to 83.50. No, everybody. My internet. My internet. It's my internet. Everyone. It's my internet. I want everyone to know my internet is not right. I have a new modem, but it's not really the fix. I do not get a tech out here till December 12th. December 12th. Yeah. Is it buffering that bad? We can't change the resolution once the stream starts. See, I can't change the resolution, the latency. And here's the deal. It's not like you're gonna miss something in a fraction of a second, right? It will get resolved. All right. Nine minutes ago. Okay, here's the new one. 60-80 support. Must reclaim 88 to trigger 97.05. 80 fails 65.70. Thank you. They close the 15-minute bar below 83.50. Is it a pinprick continuation? Okay, if they close it above 84, is it a reversal on a flattening 20-period simple moving average on the 15-minute chart? On the 15-minute chart, your red overtakes green has an 82 target. That's the trade that I was in, but I killed it because I forgot. I kind of stepped away for a minute and forgot that I was in it. You can see my executions here. I shorted 84.50, had an 82 target with an 87 stop. But I killed it because it just sat sideways. All right, we got 6105, 097, 088, 080, 065, and 065, 070 if 80 fails. Got it. Thank you. All right, now let's take a look at the KISS chart on all of the time frames. Okay, so on the daily, we are position 1 to the upside. And that's just very, very shorthand for we're fanning in the proper direction with 3 moving averages. And we are in a wait and see on the 4 hour. We're still in position 1. We're still above the 200. We're at the 20. We're sandwiched between the 20 and the 8. 20 and the 8. Let's look at the 15 minute. So the 15 minutes just been going sideways, trying to figure out where's the liquidity at. You can see rip, rip. So let's see if we draw a line. Oh, that one's right there, but you see it. Cool. We are in narrow state on the 2-minute chart. Let's look at the analog. This lower left is what we call narrow state. I didn't come up with it. I just trade it. Okay. We want to, this is an agreement in price, meaning all the 200, the 20, and price agree. 200 period simple, 20 period simple, and then this one is a 1 period simple or a line on close. You can add the 8 EMA in there, and when it's all like this, just like you see now. Okay, here, I'll move this over just a little bit so you can see it. Just like this is now, this isn't where we want to trade. We want to trade when there's a disagreement in price. And what does that look like? Well, let me show you. This is what the disagreement in price looks like. We want to trade here. Hello. Hi. How you doing? And if you're thinking short, you just flip it like this. Okay. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for. I'm going to wait for my pattern to repeat, my candlestick patterns, okay, or my tape reads candlesticks to repeat their pattern in my process using this as context. Okay. If you want to find out a little bit more about how we use that, there it is there. Now, another thing that I want to point out is what we look for is draws on liquidity. When we're the narrowest range of the last 7 trading days, if we go like this, and this is just today's price action, right? We're just going to make it flat. I think, no, it won't do that on this. Okay, we're just going to go like this. Let me shade this in. All right, so draw on liquidity, draw on liquidity. So where's the draw on liquidity? We want it to also work in conjunction with these Keltner channels. All right, because we're the narrowest range of the last 7 trading days. There is a 15-minute short, tiny stop. I am not in it any longer. Any longer. So what I would like to see is I would like to see my pattern repeat at one of these Keltner channels with a clear direction using my analogs. it would be pretty hard to get a really clear direction long on the 15-minute. Unless we got some sort of super strength on the fractal, which turns it all up at the same time. And then the reason we call it a fractal on the 15-minute is when the 8 EMA goes through the 20 SMA. The reason we call that a fractal, is for a very, very simple reason of the actual definition of a fractal. What you want to see when the 8 EMA goes through the 20 period SMA on the 15-minute and turns it green, what you want to see is you want to see the 20 period SMA on the 2-minute go through the 200, right? So let's look at this is not rehearsed, right? So we're going to catch it in real time. What is, we can look at either chart first, right? Let's look at this one first. 5:48 a.m. Watch this. 5:48 a.m. What is it over here? 5:15 a.m. Okay, but if we go right here, it turns red again right here. So if you go back and you just look at when, let's look at this right here, 4:15 p.m. Right? And what we're trying to do is we're trying to remove all the fancy jargon, right? Like fractal and stuff like that, right? 2:15 p.m. Look. The 20 period simple moving average and price cross below the 200 at the same time and turn the 200 red. Look. Okay? Now look at what we're going to do. Just move the KISS chart back over here and look at what I said. There's your 82s. There's your 82s. Nice trade, everybody. Well done. Well done. Bing! Here's what the trade looked like. All right, so now we've got 7 minutes until the non-farm payroll numbers come out. I'm going to wait for clarity. I'm going to let it do its thing. THANG. I'm going to let it do its thing, right? And then I'm going to wait for my pattern to reappear and show up in process, and I'm going to take it. Trading, trying to guess the direction of the number, I don't advise it. We could be at 6105 in a fraction of a second here. Targets hit on the first target hit on the 15-minute short. Below us, we've got 80, 70, 65. Above us is 88, 97, 05. So we're right in the middle of the Mancini levels. Look at that, right down to the bottom of that little channel that I drew. Bink to the tick. They know what they're doing. They know where they want it. They know where it's going. They, whoever they is, or they are, is/are. Yeah. Yeah, Jason, I'm telling you, I can't. I can't win them all. Oh my god! Now we're 9-4. Lions are 12-1, and they clinched the NFC playoff position. I know. I know. Here we go. 2.5 minutes, folks. First thing that you're going to see is you're going to see the bids and the offers dry up. Notice how yesterday I was showing you that they were triple digits. Okay, today they're going to go into the no digits, the 1 digit, the low single digits. There will be a lack of liquidity, which means that so if you're thinking about tsunamis, right? Because those of you that live on the West Coast, you just got alarmed, right? The first sign of a tsunami is the water goes out, way out. So that's what it would look like. I'll be right back. I am not going to place trades in the next 2, 3, 4 minutes, unless it gives me the perfect pattern. But odds are about 1%. I'll be right back. Here we go. No, we changed Rosie's name. So it goes S1 pivot all in one bar. '84 VPOC. Okay, 97 is Mancini. Your pivot is 92s. We're through the upper Keltner. Okay, we need a couple more points to be outside narrow range. We need 6 more points. Got some wild action here. This is right in line with the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, right? And then, right, when we cycle back through, just, kind of think about that. Oops. Okay, daily, first position. Okay, 4 hour, boom, right back into first position. You see this? Right? The over under was 85.25. We've got it marked out here, right? Now, they drew on liquidity through 78.25. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart's all wonky, right? So we're still the moving averages. Here, it's easier to see right here. The moving averages are still backwards, and price is above all of them. Come on. Okay, new Mancini. Okay, 05, 11, 17. All right, we've got consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. Well, I chose to wait for the bar to close. Oops. 98.50 is your target if you're long. Oops. Now, if it comes back to 95.25 before it goes to 98.50, I want to buy it at 92, not at 95. Okay, here comes your 98.50 target if you're in. I chose to wait for the bar to close. I was like, and obviously I had the wrong answer, right? Because didn't we just hit? Yeah, there you go. Ding. Did anyone get it? I balked on the. I knew I should have, and I was like, well, maybe I'll get lucky. Well, that's what I get for trying to be lucky. There's no luck in this. You just take the damn trade. When it's strong like that, you got to kind of just go, right? And everybody thinks like, well, how do you know if this one's going to win or lose? You don't. You don't. You don't. Oh 0175, and then you've got 0350, and then 05 Mancini. I mean, there's no reason this doesn't just rip all-time highs. Okay, we're outside the narrowest range of the last 7 trading days. We can remove the Kelternius channels. Okay, you're in your NQ daily. Your NQ daily watch. I'm sure you guys are all over it, but 2151350. Okay, so the order block, it just tapped the top of the order block on the 4-hour chart. Okay. We blasted off of a liquidity draw underneath the 20-period simple moving average while it was still moving up, didn't close below it. Okay, so do we redraw this? Well, we have an hour and 17 minutes till this bar closes, right? So here's the hard part about drawing this. It really matters where it closes, above or below 96 on the 4-hour chart. We've got an hour and 17 minutes till this bar closes. That's an eternity. in terms of trading, right? But what if this gives us the perfect inverted hammer where it closes right down here, folks? Hello. Hello. Hi. Right. So we'll be watching. It'll look like a big bent salmon rod, fishing rod on the 2-minute chart, the 5-minute chart, if it's going to do that. Median threshold of the order block on the 4-hour chart, 97. They've got some turbulence up here. They found buy side liquidity. We know this thus far. Whoop. "14 minutes to my favorite time of the morning, folks. It's a good morning to you. Smash that like button if you've been patiently lurking, waiting to pounce on your prey. Smash that like button if you're green. Smash that like button if you're red. Smash that like button if you're breathing. You can't hold your breath forever. I am still flat on the session. Ooh-doo-doo. Show me. My pattern. You know, every ICT person in the world has this drawn. Come on now. Come on. Let's get a show of hands. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me bring it up and then I'll ask the question. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Here's the question. You know what? I'll do a poll. Okay. So the poll is out. Okay. Who watched the interview with the number one with number one? Louis Borsellino on my Twitter feed. Okay, pivot point 9250. Okay, there's a poll out. We've got 9 minutes to my favorite time of the morning. Make sure you've got your beverage. All right, here's the Discord link if you want to see what Joey's talking about, folks. Just to show you that he's not blowing smoke up your skirt. Okay, you can follow me on Twitter if you're not following me yet. Now, let's look at the poll so far. Okay, 66% says, I did not know you posted it. Okay, folks, I only try to post stuff on my Twitter that will help you. So make sure you turn your notifications on for _SageFT. I've waited almost a lifetime, half a lifetime, to listen to this guy get interviewed. Okay. Here's the interview. Now listen, when he's talking about contracts, I want to be very clear. He's not talking about the mini. He's not talking about $50 a point. He's talking about $250 a point because he's talking about the spoos. $250 a point. The last time Louis Borsellino was ever saw in the pit, he was short 3,500 contracts. And it was against him big. $250 a point, not $50 a point. We're talking thousands of contracts. I've waited half of a lifetime to watch that video or to watch that that interview. Morning. Well, yeah, what we'll never know is what did he have hedged against it, right? There's no way he was naked on that trade. He's not. He's that. These guys think about risk first, right? Even though it looks like they're gunslinging, they didn't make their ways into hundreds of millions of dollars by gunslinging. I think I waited too long. I waited too long. No. 96 is your first target. I waited too long. I hesitated. Lack of data gave me lack of confidence. Oh, come on, Rail. Come on now. That was an easy one. I wanted what I really wanted was like a sword down here. Let's say boom. Mm-hmm. 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 However, it is the first green overtakes red on the pullback. In position one is the way that I was looking at it. All right, there's your targets. Is Rogue still short? There's your targets, folks. Yeah, bottom. Wow, I hesitated on that trade. Okay, let's go ahead and end the poll. Let's take a note here. 45 votes. Okay, 2% of you watched it. Great job, those of you that did. Okay, those of you that have not watched it, why not? Okay, and then the 64% that didn't know, I want you to turn the notifications bell on. I promise I'm only posting stuff that's going to help you on that Twitter. The way that I look at my Twitter is I wish I could have found a Twitter like the one that I'm creating when I was looking for the correct trading advice and the right people to follow on Twitter, because you see that there is so much crap, right? Here's what I mean by crap. All of those guys that keep claiming that they're shorting the market, where are those tweets? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Okay. 96 was your target. Bink. And Ryan, the lack of removal was what made me hesitate. It was the perfect line break too, though, right? So that's the double combo, right? You got the line break and you have the green overtakes red at the perfect spot. Oh, sweet mercy! One minute to my favorite time of the morning, folks. We've got consumer confidence at 10 a.m. We had non-farm payrolls this morning. When I was a kid, I used to say this morning. Or I used to say this morning. This morning. Consumer sentiment, 10 a.m. this morning. It's a good one to tell you. "20 seconds. Make sure you have your refreshments." And the location was off of the pivot, if anyone's wondering. Trend, up, location, pivot. All right. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to a great weekend. Happy Friday. Let's trade safe. Risk first. Cheers. Team Green, spam those cheers emotes. And everybody, yes, I understand that there's buffering. Please make sure your live button on YouTube is red. I have a problem with my internet, and I can't get a tech out here till next Thursday. So we're going to hit it and quit it and be done here as quick as we can. Hmm. Yes. $98.25 is your target if you're in on the 15-minute chart. There's an entry at 95.25 on the 2-minute and the 15-minute chart. But if it gets any closer to 98.25, I'm going to be canceling. Well, 98.25 to the tick. There we go. It's not all up in my face. Oh, we have 25 minutes till the opening bell, folks. 25 minutes. That's it. Find the lucky lady.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I got it from here, guy. Wink. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Why won't you listen to me?